Hi, my name is Brenda Short, and I am from Casper, Wyoming. I originally grew up in Glen Rock, and I am oil painting today. I do quite a few different mediums in art, as well as pottery and ceramics and pastel work. My painting today is from the Bighorns, and so it's an oil painting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What got you out here? What was the process like putting this together and bringing local artists together across downtown here?
Well, I work with a group called Art on the Go, and we're the ones who came up with the idea. One of our members thought it would be fun to bring artists together with our local downtown merchants. And so that's how it got started, and it's just been fun. We started it a year ago, and this is our second year.
So, is there what in particular do you like about coming down here? I mean, I imagine that there's some enjoyment that you get out of it interacting with the public if you keep coming down. But
Yeah, it's a great interaction with the public, and it's a great way to get our art out, to get noticed, and just to be a part of the community.
and on the topic of getting art noticed, are there any particular collections or pieces that you're hoping to bring attention to while you're out here?
Well, I just recently did this group of matchstick flames, and I am hoping to fundraise for friends of mine who are going through cancer, and the proceeds will go to them. All the sales.
Is there anywhere that people can purchase these online or otherwise donate to support that?
You can go to my website at brendashort.com, and I'll have them posted there, or you can find me on Instagram at bshortart.
Hi, I'm Alex Henry. I call it art for your books. So they're made out of polymer clay, and I hand sculpt every single one of them. And it's very book themed. I'm a book girly. I don't know who isn't anymore, so. But yeah, I try to make some fun art pieces for your books, and you can either use them for reading, you can use them as bookmarks, or they're book charms, and you can make your shelf look pretty, because anymore it feels like people are decorating their bookshelves, and it displays their own arts and stuff.
So how long have you been doing work like this?
I've been crafting with polymer clay for about a year now, and this is really my first time trying to showcase my work. My husband's like, "Man, you're really good at this. You should just do something with it instead of hoarding it in our house."
And so what's the process been like getting out for the first time, really interacting with people trying to sell your work?
It has been wonderful, actually. I've met a lot of fun people. They really enjoy my stuff so far, and I think that's kind of the biggest reward out of all of it, is that people are enjoying it.
Just like getting a table out here.
Really easy. I talked to Jean, and that was just a phenomenal experience. So kind, very nice, and so far everybody that I've only talked to, I think her name's Brenda, and she's been nice. The Scarlo staff has been wonderful. It's just been a really positive experience.
I'm Elizabeth DeMarsh, and I love photography, but I also love painting stones, and as the little kids go by, I say, take a stone, they're free. But photography, yes. Nature is just so beautiful. I know that I could never paint it or come close to doing anything on my own, so taking a picture is my way of showing the beauty of it.
Are there any particular places or scenes that you like to shoot around the state?
I really love to be in Wyoming, and most of my photographs are from Wyoming. I love being up near Cody. That's where that red one was taken. The ones with the buffaloes, those are the Tetons over there. I do have a couple of pictures from Alaska and a couple from California, so if I'm traveling around, I take pictures. I've also taken pictures out of an airplane, and the clouds formations are awesome when you do that.
And when it comes to capturing nature, are there any particular things that you look out for when you find a scene that you'd like to that you'd like to photograph, or is it really just kind of a heat of the moment getting struck by it?
It's definitely heat of the moment, but I'm always looking for really good definition. I like everything to be defined, even if it's up front in the picture or way in the background.
And how long have you been doing art walks like this for?
I did it last year, and I'm doing it again this year, so this is my second year, and I really enjoy being out here and talking to people, and it's just nice.
And what gave you the idea to start painting rocks and, give them away to kids throughout the afternoon?
Because I saw a lot of kids walking by, younger kids, and they would stop and look at it, and it's like, just take one, they're free. So I don't know, I just like doing that.
I'm David Stringham, originally from Casper, and where I'm a native, and I'm a time artist. Is what I do. It's mixed media, but all the work deals with time. All the pieces that are incorporated in my work are time pieces, and I get asked a lot, why time? Well, time is the most abundant and rarest of all commodities, and at my age, I'm trying to get all the art out I can before time runs out. It's made from watch parts primarily, some clock parts involved, but I start with a raw canvas and work up from there till the completed piece.
Obviously, there's a very literal embodiment of time in your work. Could you talk a little bit about what gave you the idea to work with old watch pieces?
I started out as a glass artist, working with glass, and I stepped away from that. I just started working in paint, and I cannot tell you where the time watch parts things came from. But if you notice, I'm not wearing a watch, because if I need a part, I'll take that watch apart to get the timepieces themselves tell the story. If I'm working on something and the gear goes across the room, it's the gear that didn't want to be there. I don't go across the room to chase it. I grab another one. If that part wants to be there, that's where it ends up. I'm just a facilitator to put the items together. I might add that all the timepieces are used, and the reason for that is because that's where the story lies. It's where the baby was born, the plane was caught, the train was missed. That's what lies in the timepiece knowledge, and I'm just the one that puts them one more step to keep them out of the landfill and keep that story alive.
Mm-hmm. And could you talk a little bit about your involvement in the art walks here? How long have you been doing them, and what got you involved?
I just got started with Art on the Go locally in Casper. We just did Art on the River, and I got involved because I want to be part of the art community in the area. I was working out in Tennessee. I retired, and I came home, and the Art on the Go's where I said, let's get involved. I'm also part of Art 321. But my involvement with Art on the Go has just been phenomenal. They're very supportive. It's a small group, and they like to get involved in the community.
And what is it that you personally get out of coming out here? I mean, imagine, coming out here talking to folks, showcasing your work. You probably see a little bit of a boost in sales, but can't imagine that's why everybody comes out here for it, right?
For me, it's involvement. And for me, it's I learned something from y'all. There's your y'all for the day. I learned from y'all because it inspires me to go do something else. I don't plan the work that you see. The work plans it. But I'll say, have somebody say, "Oh, you ever thought about doing it on metal or on wood or something like this?" I'm not afraid to go try, and I'll get my inspiration that way from being involved in the community and being around folks.
Are there any projects that you have in progress right now that you're really looking forward to wrapping up, or that people may become familiar with?
What you'll see in the future, I've got a large amount of art in the Middle Fork in Lander right now, and I just sold one of my pieces that involves sea turtles, and that seems to be the trend. Anytime I produce a sea turtle piece, would you like to see one? It's right here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
This is a sea turtle right here. And right now I'm working on shellbacks for a baby for the sea turtle. So that'll be a family version. So I've got 2 pieces working right now that involve sea turtles, and I'm working on another piece that's got some interpretation with time parts for Van Gogh's Starry, Starry Night, plus 2 sculptures I'm working on in and amongst the regular work that arrives. But those are the bigger pieces I'm working on at the moment.
What gave you the idea to start working with, well, start making turtles, I suppose? Did it just kind of come to you, see that the back, or the, I don't know, what would you call that? See that it kind of looks like a shell, I guess?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, my wife says you do a lot of ocean type stuff. I do a lot of fish. I just finished a piece that was seahorses, and I'm from Wyoming. Well, I spent 12 years in the United States Navy at sea. So it's kind of, you got the salt in the blood. I'm a Navy veteran, and I tend to just keep coming back around to the ocean. And I guess if I lived closer to the ocean, my pieces would probably sell better, but I don't. But that's what I like to build, so that's what normally gets built, and it actually sells rather well here. The ocean scenes do.
And are there any experiences, from your time in the Navy that you also feel impact your art?
Oh, I think my travels impact my art immensely. I mean, I think I look at things a lot different than I would if I had not gone into the service. I lived overseas for 6.5 years in the Far East, stationed aboard a ship, USS Midway, and I think it's totally impacted my art.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to share? Any websites or anything you'd like to plug while you're out here?
Let me grab it. I'm a time artist, and the name of the studio is Mindfulness Creation Studio. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram.